Welcome to ESI Africa Insights. Today we are joined by Simone Cooper, who is the head of business and commercial banking for South Africa at Standard Bank. Welcome, Simone.
Thanks very much. It's great to be here.
So tell us a little bit more about SMEs and the current state of SMEs in South Africa.
So it's a really interesting topic. We estimate that there's about 3.2 million small enterprises operating within South Africa, and about 900,000 of these are deemed to be formal enterprises. The rest of them are not informal necessarily, but they're just entities that don't necessarily have to be registered. And when we look at these businesses, they really are the lifeblood of the economy. We know that they have to contend with things such as load shedding, a weak macroeconomy, water crisis, etc. And so they really are doing their best in a very, very tough environment. What's interesting about this sector of the economy, though, is that it is growing. You would think that with all the challenges that these businesses are facing, that they're not necessarily growing, but they are. And in fact, they employ about 12.6 million people within the country. So it just shows that SMEs are vital to the economy of the country and are critically important for growth within the economy. At Standard Bank, we obviously recognize the struggles that these businesses face. And so what we craft our offering around is how do we make sure that we can support them? So importantly, we look at a relationship-led model. And why we believe that's important is business people want to do business with other people. They don't necessarily want to just talk to a chatbot or a computer screen. They really want to engage. So firstly, that's how we center our model. Secondly, what's important when they do want to do things digitally, they want to do it quickly and they want to do it fast. And so we recognize that a digital capability and having that is critically important as well. But we also realize that the right products and solutions are critical for businesses and for SMEs. So we don't take this approach of a one-size-fits-all. It's very important that we look at businesses and look at how do we provide those solutions to them. And then finally, we provide a lot of non-financial support to businesses. As I indicated, SMEs operate in a very challenging environment. It's tough being a business owner out there. And so things like podcasts, how-to guides, etc., are critically important for navigating this landscape.
And you've touched a little bit on the challenges that SMEs are facing in South Africa and a little bit on how Standard Bank is helping these SMEs. Would you be able to elaborate a little bit more on how Standard Bank is helping these SMEs in terms of energy specifically?
Sure, and I think that's why we're all here at Enlit. So when you look at the challenges that they face, reliable, affordable, and sustainable energy is essential for growth. And without it, it's really a challenge for these businesses and for them to operate. So in response to that, we've dedicated a sector team, as we call it, who understand the energy infrastructure, understand the industry, and look at how do they create tailor-made solutions into this environment. We've done and assisted around 2,000 SMEs from across the country and helped them with a lot of their energy requirements. So we've provided them financing for be it solar systems, generators and the like, to enable them to continue operating. And I think we're very proud that we've financed more than 2 billion into the sector. So when you compare that to some of the larger projects that are done, it doesn't sound like a big amount, but when you're doing an average loan size of 1 to 2 million rand, it really becomes a sizable amount of financing that has gone into the sector. I think the other key thing that we are deliberate about is it's not only important to provide the financing. Our sector team is able to connect these SMEs with suppliers, with experienced people in the industry that are actually able to guide them on this journey, because it's a very daunting task when you start to look at what do I need to do, what are my needs, what do I need to install. And so we've connected with lots of players in the market to be able to not only do the financing, but also to provide that expertise and make sure that the SMEs that are looking for support get the right support and the right advice.
Okay. And so then moving into the future, what do you think SMEs need to consider, as things are changing and shifting in the sector?
So I think everybody would be aware that the next big crisis is water. Looking just at our at climate change and obviously at our environment and the South African our South African climate in particular, rising temperatures and drought are really going to be something that we have to make sure we're prepared for. So at Standard Bank, we're actively exploring solutions and ways in which we can be at the forefront of this. I think we're very proud of what we've done in the energy environment and making sure that we were at the forefront of, as I said earlier, not only providing the financing, but also making sure that we've got the right solutions and the right partners to work with. And we're looking to do the same within the water environment, seeing that this is the next thing that we expect to really hit us and to hit this sector. I also look at Standard Bank's 162-year history across the continent, and we are committed to making sure that we are supporting SMEs. So not only in particular sectors and industries, but we want to just make sure that we've got the right solutions and the right products to be able to support them holistically.
Well, thank you so much, Simone, for coming and sharing your insights with us today. It's truly appreciated.
Thank you so much.
And to all our viewers who are watching, this has been ESI Africa Insights. Have a powerful day and goodbye for now.